Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hi, I'm Jenny McCafferty, here with a smart car, which is the lead vehicle for the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon. Next, we'll go inside the Expo, where of course there's the usual packet pickup, but there's also speakers clinics, including Fojit Singh, who's the world record holder for marathons age 90 and older. He set it last year at the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon. Also at the Expo, there are shoes, apparel, other races to check out, and it happens to be at the Canadian National Exhibition, which itself is a wonderful sight to see here in Toronto. We just found some folks shopping at the Adidas booth here at the Expo, and tell us what races you're running.
The Scotiabank 5K.
The 5K. And how about you? Which one are you running?
The 5K too.
5K too, and you are?
5K as well.
And you're the shopper. What are you running, sir?
The half marathon.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, I did it last year, yeah.
And what are you shopping for here? Well, good luck, all of you, tomorrow, and have a good half marathon and a good 5K. Thanks for talking to us.
Good luck to all. Good luck to all. Good luck to all.
The Canadian College of Massage is working on people before the marathon. And you, sir, will you be running any of these races tomorrow?
I'm running the half marathon tomorrow.
And it looks like you're getting all loosened up and ready to go. Have you had a massage before?
Oh, I'm a regular. This is a great service that the college is putting on here, and it'll help me in tomorrow's run, I'm sure.
How does it help you when you get a massage before your race?
Well, it's a good loosening up and helps me. I'll do some stretching after this. I've already done some this morning, but it's good to stay loose for sure.
And probably a good way to relax and get a good night's sleep too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm a big believer in massage, and I'd go every day if I had a patron.
Well, this is sounds like a wonderful thing to do, and thank you very much for talking with us, and also good luck tomorrow.
Well, thanks very much.
Hi, I'm here with John Stanton, the founder of the Running Room stores in Canada and also in the U.S. right now. And we're at the start of the Friendship Run for the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon. John, it's just a delight to meet you, and we're happy to be here in Toronto. Tell us a little bit about the Running Room. You have 70 stores?
Yeah, we have stores right from coast to coast, right from Vancouver, British Columbia on our west coast, right to St. John's, Newfoundland on our east coast. We're all across Canada. And in Canada, of course, we're a bilingual country. We're both English and French. In our French province, we're known as Coin du Couloir, which is a corner or gathering point for runners.
Oh, okay, and that is a little bit different. And you've also been very influential among runners in Canada with your books, including Running Start to Finish, which is really a Bible. And in fact, it's a Bible that I've read. Tell us a little bit about your philosophy.
Well, you know, Running Start to Finish is really a guide, and it gets people right if they're looking at getting into a fitness program, and currently what I call a couch potato. It's a nice way to get them off the couch, get them started. There's a program right from 5K to 10K to half marathon, the full marathon, and I really encourage people to do two things. One is try to run in a group. And we have our group runs all across Canada. They're free and drop in, and you can get out and go for a run. And the other thing is we do our walk-run combinations, where we call them 10 and 1s, where you run for 10 minutes and you brisk walk for 1. And it's a kinder, gentler way to get to the average athlete to that finish line in what I like to call a smiling and upright position.
And actually, you can actually do that a little bit faster because you get some energy to when you go back on the run part, don't you?
Well, that's right. You know, what we found is when we first started doing the 10 and 1s, a lot of people kind of said, well, that's kind of a wimpy way to run a marathon, and I don't like to do it. I want to continually run the whole thing. But, you know, what I often say to people is think about when you go to the gym. When we go to the gym and lift weights, we do sets and intervals. If you're a track runners always understand intervals or sets. Swimmers understand that. Every athlete understood it except a long-distance athlete. We were a little slow to learn this fact. And now what we think of is if you think of your long run and if you think of doing it as sets of stress and rest, which is what we do when we go to the gym and lift weights, if you do that on marathon day, you're going to find that you're going to be able to stay at a nice, consistent pace. You're going to finish strong. And believe me, when you get down into that last sort of 6 miles of the marathon, as you come down, you get beyond that 20-mile mark where most of us sometimes are fading a little bit and you're trying to dig a little deeper. If you do the walk run, you'll find in that last little bit, you've got this exuberance because you're starting to reel people in. I say it's much like going on a fishing trip then. You start reeling those people in ahead of you, and man, it feels good.
It sure does. I've had a chance to do that on a couple of marathons. Not exactly 10 and 1, but it's about that kind of a plan. It really does get you through it.
Yeah. And what we find, like here in Toronto, you're going to see what we call our pace bunnies. And we have our running room pace bunnies out on the course. And tomorrow when people are running, they just need to hook up with the people. They'll be wearing a white cap with big pink ears on them, and they'll have a sign. And if somebody's trying to run a 4-hour marathon, as an example, all they need to do is hook up with that 4-hour pace bunny. What his or her job is they're going to take them through at a nice steady pace all the way through, doing 10 and 1s, and they'll bring them through right on that 4-hour mark. We've got them at various time goals. They start at 3 hours right through to the super endurance bunny, who's going to be out there somewhere around the 5 to 6 hour mark.
I love it. Super endurance bunny. That's my kind of bunny. Well, I expect to see about 8,000 people having a good time tomorrow, and I'll look for the pace bunnies.
Well, and it's going to be, if you look at the conditions, we've got beautiful running conditions in Canada. You know, it's a little cooler, so if we got anybody watching from down in the U.S., come on up. We'll show you a great Canadian welcome. You're going to enjoy the course. It's a terrific view of the city. The skyline is spectacular, and we got some warm Canadian yahoos and yippies to see at the finish line.
Thank you very much, John.
Okay, great talking to you.